Hi everyone, this is Aishwarya once again joining in from Boston, and today I'm going to talk about very cool topic and very important topic, so stay glued with me till the end of the video. I'm going to be talking about 4 things you need to keep in mind when you're applying to universities abroad. Okay, very important 4 things. But before that, thank you all for your love and support for all of these videos. I hope these videos are helpful, and for all the people who have already joined in the course, welcome on board. I hope you find the content, everything is very good. Just ensure that you complete the entire dashboard, get in touch with me, get your preparation plan, and just ace with good scores. Okay, so now let's begin. What are the 4 things you need to keep in mind, most important things when you are looking for universities abroad, or that slightest of the thought that you have, like, okay, let's go abroad and do our masters. So what are the 4 things? First and the most important thing is explore. Okay, explore your options, which countries you want to go, what's the budget that you have, what are the programs that you're interested into, whether it's MBA, whether it's MS. Because randomly doing it, like, a lot of people I know, like, back in India, you do your undergraduation just for the sake of it, like, you did not give it a thought that, okay, I want to do an engineering. And that's a very young age also to decide onto things. And a lot of people do it because your parents say, or you just do it, you don't give a thought to it. But masters is going to be something which is going to be there with you throughout life, the job that you get. So you have to be interested into it, or you have to be interested because there is money behind it, or there has to be some motivation why you want to go abroad and study. So explore all your options, what you actually want to do, what's the package that you're going to get once you're done with that particular course, which country you want to actually study into, what are the visa requirements there, what will be the package available once you're done with that particular course. So think about all of those things, and don't just randomly, like, follow the herd. Your friend is doing that, so let's just do that. Because at that age, once you come here doing your masters, you're not liking it, doing for the sake of it doesn't make sense. Okay, so explore all the universities, countries, and take a wise decision. Second important thing that you need to do is understand the admission process. Every country, every university will have a different admission process. Some universities might ask you for a statement of purpose, some universities might ask you for a personal statement, some universities might give you some essays to write on. Okay, that's just one example. Some universities might tell you that they need 2 letter of recommendation, some will tell you they need 3 letter of recommendation. Okay, some would require GRE, some would require GMAT scores, but right now majority of the universities accept any of these scores, so that doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to tell you is understand the admission process. Go onto their website, check what's the average age of people, what's the background of people who are coming there from, what's the international student ratio, what are the type of people who actually go there. Go to the LinkedIn and check out, like, all the students, alumni who are there, what are they doing in life. Get onto a call with the admission counselor, admissions team person into that particular university, and understand what are the subjects that you will be studying in that particular course, what are the electives you would have. Okay, so all of these things become very important. This is a part of the admission process. Okay, understanding the admission process. So talk to them so that you know more. Just don't randomly follow the herd and okay, whatever is there, this consultant told me apply to these 10 colleges, I'll get one. Don't do that. Do your own research. You have so many sources. Explore, understand the admission process. Third and the most important thing is work on your applications. Okay, why this is one of the most important pointers? Because I've seen students having the tendency, like, getting in their 100% or 110% in preparing for GRE GMAT, but when it comes to applications, they just do it for the heck of it, which is wrong, because 70% depends on your applications and 30% depends on your scores. So write your personal statements, or these things need time. Even if you are, like, I have been mentoring a lot of students, I have been helping them with writing their statement of purpose, personal statement. I know the amount of time it takes. Like, it is not just a 1 week thing that, come here, I'll write something for you. I have to understand you. I need to know what you have done in the past. You have to give me a draft for me to write it for you. So spend time in all of those things. These things don't happen, like, over time. And you are not going to be the one who is doing it end to end. Preparation, yes, you have to do it. But for applications, you'll need my help. So both of us together have to do it. It will take more time. So spend more time in doing your applications and do it in the best possible way. Last but not the least, the fourth and the most important tip that you need to consider while applying universities abroad: look for scholarship options. Students don't do it, and some students who know about it, they come and tell me, I want to go to Harvard, I need 100% scholarship. It does not happen that way. It's good to, like, think, but what have you done in the past? How do they give scholarships? Do you know any person who has already got a 100% scholarship at so and so college, wherever you want to go? Okay, so explore, learn about all of these things. What are the types of scholarships a university is given? Are there any external scholarships which are available? So all of these things you have to get in touch with me, understand. So don't just do it, but plan it properly, because it's only one time you're going to go to your favorite country, do your favorite course and work there. Okay. So these all things need time. So these were the four most important things you need to consider while you are considering studying abroad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was insightful. If you have any comments, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll do some more videos onto this. And watch out all the videos. Go to the playlist, and it's all segregated according to the playlist. So wherever you are stuck, you can go to these videos and watch. If you're looking to start your preparation, the link of the courses is given below. I've done a very detailed video on the Cat King Study Abroad dashboard, and you will find everything if you want to know more. If you're still confused, drop an email on catkingsstudyabroad@gmail.com and set up an appointment with me, and I'll be able to help you out. This is Aishwarya signing off. Do hit the bell icon there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.